Elizondo says there is a 23-minute long video of crazy UFO action. He says, get out your 3D glasses and your popcorn. Okay, this is wild. Get in here. This is Cosmic Road, where I discuss UFOs and the paranormal. Please hit like, please subscribe, share on social media, and as I'm going through this, please comment below and let me know what you think. Okay, I'm going to read an article that goes in some detail about what Lou says about this crazy UFO video as well as other videos. This is from howsandwhys.com. Pentagon hides 23-minute UFO video and UFO photo 50 feet from cockpit, Elizondo claimed. The congressional documents reveals that some UFOs are not man-made and pose a national security threat to the United States. Finally, the subject of unidentified aerial phenomena is considered serious due to the lack of information about them and increasing military encounters. Meanwhile, UFO enthusiasts are waiting for the Pentagon to release a 23-minute video that will reportedly leave viewers rattled. Lou Elizondo claimed that it shows UFOs moving in a strange pattern. It is more than 4 years since the New York Times article revealed the existence of the secret program E.T.s, funded by the United States Army to investigate UFOs. Luis Elizondo ran the Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program from 2007 to 2012. Since then, he has spoken about various incidents that happened to the U.S. pilots and possibilities of alien existence. And I believe that 2012 number is wrong. That's, when they ran out of funding, not that they were ever really funded, but it was re-upped from my understanding, and they continued after that point with Lou leading the way until he left. This is my understanding. Elizondo, who resigned from the Pentagon in 2017, has made several bold statements since then. His claims literally changed the U.S. government's perspective on viewing UFOs. Moreover, he refused to talk more as he is afraid of being arrested. You can't violate his NDA. In 2021, he stated to have seen the UFO footage, describing it as showing unidentified objects for 23 minutes, floating for 23 minutes. He made this revelation while talking to the YouTube channel Fades to Black and Witness Citizen U.A.P. During the talk, Elizondo revealed that the UFO video was extremely compelling. According to Lou, the video is said to show multiple UFOs which are moving in ways in strange patterns that humans do not conventionally understand, with data recorded using U.S. military systems. He also mentioned this video in his interview with GQ. He stated, "It was the overwhelming weight of evidence and data. I was talking to pilots routinely. There's videos out there in the government. There's one that's 23 minutes long. There's another one where this thing is 50 feet away from the cockpit. I mean, it ain't ours. We know that. Sometimes you just couldn't believe it. You'd have 7 or 8 incidents in a single day. I get these emails from an admiral or a ship's captain saying, 'Lou, what do you want me to do? I can't keep people below deck forever.'" So that's really interesting. So what does that mean? They're keeping people below deck during these UFO incidents. Are they trying to safeguard people from the aliens or whatever they are? Or are they trying to keep people from seeing them? I tend to think that it's the latter. They're trying to keep this secret. They pick up some UFOs, so they keep people below decks so nobody sees it except the people that absolutely have to. That is fascinating. I guess it's not surprising, but it is fascinating that they actually seem to have a policy in place to keep their own people in the dark. And of course, when they do see them, they ridicule them, like in the Nimitz incident. The next day, they were ridiculing the whole thing. Anyway, continuing, the Admiral says, "These things are swarming my ship. They're all over the place. That's tough," Lou says. I kept promising the cavalry was coming, and I'd had answers for them, and the cavalry never came. Senior leadership didn't want to deal with it. While discussing the 23-minute video, Elizondo mentioned that it is very compelling footage. I did not say what it was. I sent it out to some highly trained experts, and when they came back to me, the title of the email was, quote, unquote, that UFO video.
We're 99% sure it's not foreign adversarial technology, so that only leaves really one other option. It's someone or something else.
Are these 3 videos the only videos that you know of that the United States government has that shows unidentified aerial phenomena?
No, absolutely not. These are probably some of the least compelling videos. Some cases, you know, we've seen these things 50 feet away from the cockpit.
He added, it's definitive and it's perplexing. Every time you think you are like, that's what I am looking at, bang, it changes. When quizzed by host Jimmy Church on the way the object moved, its speed, and if it was beyond our capabilities, Elizondo said it was enough to make officials raise our eyebrows and say, whoa. Here is the transcript of Lou's interview with Sean of Witness Citizen, where he talked about the 23-minute video and 50-foot photo. Elizondo, you know the problem is that this battle isn't over. We won a major battle with the report coming out of the U.A.P. report. It was historic, like you said, in the very first sentence of the very first paragraph. It says this is a preliminary report, which means there are other reports. You know, congratulations, you won, you got it, right? And then it said there were 144 incidents and only one they were able to identify. By the way, that was only in the last year and a half. It was from November 2019 and forward. By the way, it only involved the Navy, right? So yeah, so people say, well, there was one from the Nimitz. Okay, well, you know, I didn't realize that. So the U.A.P. task force only looked at a year and a half prior to their task force. Interesting. So that 114 incidents only occurred during that time, except maybe the Nimitz. Elizondo says, this is, well, so you've got a lot of stuff happening, right? So you know we're just starting this journey together. Sean, yeah, you know, it is kind of overwhelming for a lot of people, but I'll tell you, the message is getting out there in the right way, in the way that I kind of evaluate, that is talking to my wife because she's not very into this stuff. So not that, she's not against it, we did not see something together, but she's not like me, she doesn't have a podcast. But the news comes on, they talk about the report, I come home later, ask her about it. What was your takeaway? And she says, well, I guess they only identified one out of, 100, something like that. Elizondo says, right. Sean, that's exactly right, honey. I don't think he's talking to Elizondo. Elizondo says, exactly. By the way, some of these things were really, really close. Sean, wow, that's crazy, yeah. Oh, when are we going to see that 50-foot away pic? Yeah. Elizondo says, oh man, that's not up to me, but yeah, there's a couple there that will rattle you pretty good. Yeah, there's one I won't go into detail, but the video is about 23 minutes long. It's pretty good, man. Got to get that popcorn and some 3D glasses and maybe some Coca-Cola or something. Man, I would love to see that video. Wild, right? So there are crazy UFO videos out there that the government has. And Lou, by the way, has hinted at many other videos, not just the one that's 50 foot away from the cockpit and the 23-minute long video. He has actually talked about many other videos that the government has. But those two, I guess, are the ones that really stick out to him as those super compelling ones. And they sound super compelling. Get it out your popcorn, right? I don't know if I would be eating popcorn with that. I think my eyes would just be popping out of my head, and you know, I probably wouldn't even know what to do with myself watching that crazy video. I'd have the popcorn right there, and it would just be kind of, my hand would be frozen. But absolutely, I want to see this video. That sounds amazing. The government needs to release this. Why are they hiding it? Well, of course, that's the question, right? Why, with the recent Calvine UFO that was in Scotland, when I say recently released photo of the Calvine UFO, why did the government, the British government, reclassify that incident for another 50 years? That's insane. This is something that happened decades ago. It was supposed to be declassified. They reclassified it for another freaking 50 years. So that's what we're dealing with. The government has been keeping the government, not just of the U.S., but around the world, has been keeping this stuff secret forever. And they are continuing to do so. It's taking people like Lou Elizondo and Chris Mellon and others to get this stuff out there. And I really appreciate that. That's why I'm very annoyed by all the attacks on Lou that are going on right now and still continuing to go on. There are currently some drama going on right now in the UFO community from multiple sources attacking Lou. But he is the guy that has been getting this stuff out there, and he is the one that has started this ball rolling. And, you know, my hat is off to you, Lou. Thank you very much. But man, I can't wait to see those long videos. And that one that's 50 feet away from the cockpit. That sounds awesome. Please give this video a big thumbs up. That would be awesome. I would really appreciate it. Please let me know in the comments, what do you think? When are we going to see these amazing videos? Ever? Are we ever going to see these dang things? Also, please hit the subscribe button. And if you do, the bell next to it to be notified of future videos. You don't want to miss a thing. Oh, and there's social media links below. Please hit the social media links. Follow me on Facebook and Twitter. And there is a PayPal button below if you wanted to support the channel. That would be awesome. Until next time, this is Cosmic Road.